Dear learners, welcome to my YouTube channel General Knowledge Hindi, your one-stop destination for class 12 English preparation. Dear learners, in this video, we will dive into Lost Spring by Anis Jung, a powerful chapter that reveals the harsh realities of child labor, poverty, and lost dreams. Here you will get a summary, important questions and answers, previous year's exam questions and complete solutions. Everything you need to score full marks. So stay tuned till the end because this video is going to make your exam preparation super easy and effective. So dear learners, let's start now. First of all, think as you read. Question number one, what is the Sahib looking for in the garbage dumps? Where is he and where has he come from? The answer is Sahib is looking for useful things like coins, rupees or other items in the garbage dumps. Sometimes he finds even a 10 rupee note. He lives in Simapuri, a slum on the outskirts of Delhi. He has come from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Question number two, what explanations does the author offer for the children not wearing footwear? The answer is the author says that some children say not wearing shoes is a tradition, but she doubts it. The real reason is poverty. These children are so poor that they can't afford to buy shoes or slippers. Question number three, is Sahib happy working at the tea stall? Tea stall? Explain. The answer is no. Sahib is not happy at the tea stall. He gets food and money but has lost his freedom. Earlier he carried a plastic bag that belonged to him. Now he carries a heavy canister that belongs to the tea stall owner. He is no longer his own master. Dear learners, now think as you read. Question number one, what makes the city of Firozabad famous? The answer is Firozabad is famous for its glass bangles. Every other family in the city is involved in making bangles. It is the center of India's glass blowing industry. Question number two, mention the hazards of working in the glass bangles industry. The answer is the glass bangle industry is dangerous. Workers sit in hot furnaces and dark small rooms. They breathe glass dust and often lose their eyesight. The place is unhealthy and unsafe, especially for children. Question number three, how is Mukesh's attitude to his situation different from that of his family? The answer is Mukesh doesn't want to follow the traditional job of bangle making like his family. He wants to become a motor mechanic. He is determined to learn this skill and work in a garbage. His family has accepted poverty but he wants to break free. Dear learners, now understanding the text. Question number one, what could be some of the reasons for the migration of people from villages to cities? The answer is people migrate from villages to cities for better job opportunities and to escape poverty. Due to lack of land, work and income, they are forced to move. Also, farming has become difficult due to machines and poor returns. So, they go to cities in search of food and livelihood. Question number two, what would you agree that promises made to poor children are rarely kept? Why? The answer is yes. Promises made to poor children are rarely fulfilled. In the story, the author promises Sahib to start a school, but she never does. Society talks about child rights but does little to help. Poor children are used as cheap labor. They don't get education, food board, proper care. Their dreams are often ignored by the people in power. Question number three, what forces conspire to keep the workers in the Bengal industry of Firozabad in poverty? The answer is many forces keep the Bengal workers poor. These include moneylenders, middlemen, policemen and corrupt officials. They exploit the workers and stop them from forming groups or cooperatives. Children work in illegal and harmful conditions. Even if someone wants to change their life, they are threatened or punished. All this keeps the families trapped in poverty. Dear learners, now talking about the text. Question number one, how in your opinion can Mukesh realize his dream? The answer is Mukesh can achieve his dream by working hard and staying focused. He wants to become a motor mechanic, not a Bengal maker like his family. He should join a garage as a learner. He should join a garage as a learner. With practice, he will learn the skill. If he remains determined, one day he can become a good mechanic and live a better life. Question number two, mention the hazards of working in the glass bangles industry. The answer is the glass bangle industry is full of health dangers. Workers sit in dark, hot rooms. The heat and glass dust harm their eyes and body. Children often lose their eyesight. There is no air or light. The work is illegal for children, yet many are forced to work there due to poverty. Question number three, why should child labor be eliminated and how? The answer is child labor should be stopped because children need education, love and care. Working in dangerous jobs harms their health and future. Laws against child labor should be made stricter. Employers must be punished. Education should be free and available for all. Society must come together to support for poor families so that their children don't have to work. Now, dear learners, previous year's questions. Question number one, what does Mukesh want to be? The answer is Mukesh wants to become a motor mechanic. Question number two, is Sahib happy working at the tea stall? Why? The answer is no, he is not happy. He feels burdened and is no longer free like before. Question number three, what is the significance of bangles in Indian society? The answer is bangles represent a married woman's suhag or happiness in Indian culture. It is a symbol of good fortune. Question number four, describe the miserable plight of the people of Firozabad. The answer is the people of Firozabad are very poor and live in dirty, small houses. They work hard in the Bengal industry but earn very little. Children lose their eyesight working in glass dust. They can't afford school or good food. Poverty and exploitation have become their destiny and they feel they can't escape from it. Question number five, what is Lost Spring about? The answer is Lost Spring is about the lost childhood and dreams of poor children like Sahib and Mukesh. Question number six, where was the original home of Sahib's family? The answer is Sahib's family originally lived in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Question number seven, garbage to them is gold. Why? The answer is for rag pickers, garbage gives food and shelter, so it is like gold for them. Question number eight, what is the irony in Sahib's full name? The answer is Sahib's full name means Lord of the Universe, but in reality he is a poor rag picker who owns nothing. Question number nine, who is the author of Lost Spring? The answer is Anis Jung is the author of Lost Spring. Question number 10, what does the author find Sahib doing every morning? The answer is the author finds Sahib collecting garbage from the streets every morning. Question number 14, why do the young inhabitants of Firozabad end up losing their eyesight? Asked in 2016. The answer is the young children in Firozabad work in dark rooms welding glass bangles. They sit for long hours in front of hot furnaces with poor light. Their eyes become used to the dark. Many of them lose their eyesight even before they grow up due to glass dust and poor lighting. Question number 15, what does garbage mean for the elders of Simapuri? Asked in 2017. The answer is for the elders of Simapuri, garbage is a means of survival. It gives them food and shelter. They earn their daily living by collecting and selling useful items from garbage. Question number 16, where does Mukesh live? Asked in 2017. The answer is Mukesh lives in a half-built house in a crowded and dirty Bengal makers colony in Firozabad. Question number 17, why have Sahib and his family migrated to Simapuri? Asked in 2018. The answer is Sahib and his family migrated to Simapuri from Dhaka, Bangladesh because Storms destroyed their homes and fields. They came to Delhi in search of food and shelter. Question number 18. What are the two different wards in Firozabad X in 2018? The answer is, in Firozabad, one ward is of the poor Bengal makers who live in poverty and work in bad conditions, and the other ward is of the rich and powerful money lenders, policemen, and officials who exploit them. The poor can't escape because if they try to change their lives, they are punished or threatened. Question number 19. Describe the Bengal makers of Firozabad. How does the vicious circle of sahukars and middlemen never allow them to come out of poverty? X in 2018. The answer is, the Bengal makers of Firozabad have spent generations making glass bangles. They live in poor, dark houses and work in unsafe conditions. Their children also join the same work. The sahukars, money lenders, middlemen, and corrupt officials keep them poor and helpless. They are not allowed to form cooperatives. If they try to protest, they are punished. So they accept poverty as their fate or fortune. Question number 20. What was the promise made by Anis Jung to Sahib X in 2018? The answer is, Anis Jung promised Sahib that she would start a school and asked him to come, but later she felt bad for making a false promise. Question number 21. Where does Sahib originally hail from? X in 2019. The answer is, Sahib originally comes from Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh. Question number 22. What is the actual name of Sahib? What does it signify? X in 2019. The answer is, Sahib's full name is Sahib-e-Alam, which means Lord of the Universe. Ironically, he is a poor boy who owns nothing. Question number 23. Give a brief description of Simapuri. X in 2020. The answer is, Simapuri is a slum on the edge of Delhi. It was a wild area in 1971, but now thousands of Bangladeshi migrants live there in mud huts with no proper water, drainage or electricity. They have ration cards but no identity. Their survival depends on rag picking, which gives them food and a place to stay. Question number 24. Write briefly on the hazards of working in the glass Bengal industry X in 2020. The answer is, working in the glass Bengal industry is very risky. People work in dark rooms with hot furnaces and glass dust. Children and adults lose their eyesight due to poor light and dangerous conditions. It is unhealthy, illegal and harmful, especially for young children who are not allowed by law to work in such hazardous places. Now, dear learners, important question answer. Question number 1. What promise was made by the author? Why did she feel embarrassed? The answer is, the author Anis Jung promised Sahib that she would start a school and invited him to join. Later, she felt embarrassed because she never really meant it. It was a false promise made to please the boy. Question number 2. What is Law Spring about? The answer is, Law Spring is about the poor condition of children like Sahib and Mukesh who are forced into child labor. Question number 3. How much is Sahib paid in his job? The answer is, Sahib is paid 800 rupees per month along with all his meals at the tea stall. Question number 4. Who is Mukesh in the chapter Law Spring? The answer is, Mukesh is a boy from Firozabad. He works in the Bengal industry but wants to become a motor mechanic. Dear learners, that was our complete guide to Law Spring by Anis Jung with summary, question answer and exam focused explanations. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel General Knowledge Hindi for more class 12 English lessons and solved question banks. And remember, smart preparations today means guaranteed success tomorrow. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. All the best.